Good grief, Charlie Brown. I was talking and I was showing different things on here, and I looked up, getting ready to shut my camera off, and the SIM card was blinking 0000. So I don't know how much of that last bit you saw or not, but I just put some of my cloth material along here to hold this Tyvek down, and then I ran another small little piece there, and I'm going to continue on over there, and I hardly have any stuff left. Look at that, I'm getting close. I only have a couple more corners right there and over here to do. In fact, you know what I could do if I'm running short, I could just leave this like this, couldn't I? And I could caulk it right along that edge. Well, I might just do that. I might just do that over there, and I might do that over here if I end up not having enough. I should have thought of that earlier, dabbity nabbit. I could have saved me a little bit of material, but hey, that's okay. I've got that last little bit. I'll keep working on here and see how far I can go. I cut this back. When I flop this over, it's going to be about an inch shy of this. And could I have made it the same? Yeah, I could. I could have. This is just going to kind of hold this down. Like that. And then I'll do that over here. I'm not going to put a full bead in case any happens to get underneath here. It can still flow out, or it'll flow down this way to this corner and then out. There. And on this, do I need to do anything there? No, I could just leave that. I'm just going to leave this free floating like that. Okay. I could peel this back a little bit, put a couple drops here and there, but I'm gonna leave that. That's fine. That'll give it a little bit of air underneath. If it gets windy or something, if there's any moisture in here, it comes up through these holes, pushes right underneath here, kind of filtrates that. See, I did that over there now, and I'm coming down to the nitty gritty. I think I'm going to use a little bit more, and if anything, I'll do this one and this one, because the rain's going to be coming in this direction, right? So the back side of this is kind of protected from the rain coming full on it or anything. So I can caulk those two edges. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. In fact, if I'm going to do that, I can take this caulking. And this is just this is an all-purpose acrylic latex caulk plus silicone. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to use this one. I usually use this one to do painting. Caulking for painting. This is for baseboards, windows, doors, molding, trim. Okay, this, it does say right here, interior, exterior, but I think I'm better off. Remember I got that super stretch stuff? I think I'll put that there instead. Yeah, that's what I'll do. All gone. I just had enough for those sides, like I said, and now I got my extreme caulking out. Extreme stretch. Seals joints up to 3 inches. 600% total strength, and this is from DAP. And could I have used my other caulking? Yeah, if I didn't have anything else. If I didn't have anything else, I could have used this, I guess. Because it's for exterior. Interior, exterior. But I usually use that Alex Plus. They have 40-year, 30-year. It's all-purpose acrylic latex caulk plus silicone. And it's paintable. And I usually use that on interior and small little exterior things. But I figured I might as well use this extreme stretch out here. And I'm just going to caulk right along that edge. I might not put it on thick enough right in there. That'll hold it down. There. Just like that. See that? I'll do that over here. Done the whole thing against the wall like that, I guess, if I wanted to. But I had that roofing material coating, that last little bit, and I thought, I'll use that. You see, I could have just done that. Because initially I had the tie-back cut pretty tight all the way around there, and then I cut it back a little bit because I knew I was going to put that cloth tape around there. This stuff here. Okay? And now I'll let that dry, and once I come out here tomorrow, I'll have to look at this close, and more than likely I'll caulk where the top of the seam was, where it came up. In fact, that's almost dry enough. In fact, I think it is. I can caulk along the top of that seam. You remember, this is where I'm going to do that stucco patch. But I'm going to get this all sealed, and I'll do a once over in the morning too after this dries. And I'll put some down on the inside edge there too. In fact, it's dry enough now. This inside edge, kind of like I did over for just the paper. Now I'm going to do that where the webbing tape is, because I don't have any more of that coating, that roofing coating. That's going to be fine. Okay. Then once all that dries, then I can do the stucco patch. So I'll do the stucco patch from here over the top of everything. And then if it leaks on the inside of the stucco patch, it'll hit this. And then it should come out. And I shouldn't have any more leaks going down underneath this stuff. And I'm really doing a number on this stuff, aren't I? That's still wet. I can't really go over that. I'll have to wait until the morning. It's got to dry. Okay, so I'll do a little bit more caulking in the morning because I want to put that other stuff down here on the floor. So I guess for tonight, this Tyvek paper is just going to have to sit down here. It's not supposed to be breezy tonight or anything, and it shouldn't come up now because this is all sealed. I mean, I could put a couple buckets over the top of this. In fact, I have 3 of my buckets over here. I could fill one up quarter of the way with water and then take that other one, put over here, just in the middle of this floor, just in case it gets really super windy or something, but I don't think it will. I'll finish this up in the morning. You know what? I just realized it's only 12:35. It's only a little bit past lunchtime, and yes, it's already shady over here. It's just the way the sun is this time of year, I guess. And this around the edges will be dry probably in a couple hours, and it'll be enough time for me to put the caulking down. I can put caulking down. Read your labels. I think the label on this one says down to 40 degrees. 40 degrees or higher, you can install the caulking. But read the labels. I'll have to read it again. I remember something said 50 and something said 40 degrees. I think it was 50 degrees for this Durabright white roof coating. Well, thank you, Mr. Henry. Hopefully you do me well, and this stuff will have worked, okay, for the flooring underneath. All right, and after a couple hours, once this is dried to the touch, I can put more caulking on around the edges and stuff, and I'll do that. And as long as you do that before it gets dark, look at your weather reports on your phone and check all that stuff out. See when it's going to be sundown, and see it's probably going to be sundown here 6:15, 6:30, something like that. And so if at 3 o'clock, let's say, I'll come back down here 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then I can put the caulking down, and it's still warm enough outside, and you've got a couple hours before sunset after that, 2.5, 3 hours after that even, and as long as that gets a skin on it as it's drying before sundown, I'm good to go. Okay, so look at your weather reports. It's very important, depending if it's whatever time of year it is. If it's not summer, you always have to kind of work strategically outside, especially if the sun's on the other side of your house or something like that, you want to do some painting or something. You've got to read your labels of your paint cans, your caulking, and all that kind of stuff, and then make strategic decisions. Okay, once I put something down, do I have enough time before it gets too cold, before it gets dark, or before it changes? Do I have enough time? And sometimes you only got, a few hours during the day. So you've got to be strategic about everything. So that's what I'm going to do so I can get it finished up. Well, here's a tip for you. It's getting kind of cold out there, but the sun's still up and everything. And I'm going to wait for stuff to dry where I can put my caulking back down, but I'm going to leave my caulk gun inside because it's warmer inside than outside. If you leave your caulking outside, it can harden up a little bit and be harder to work with and press out of your gun and stuff. So whenever you can, leave your caulking inside in your garage, in a storage room, in a closet inside your house or whatever. You got really super cool conditions, and if your caulking is out in a really cold garage or outside, and you leave it out here overnight, and you think, oh, I'm going to use it tomorrow to caulk and stuff, and it gets down below freezing or something, have fun using your caulk gun then. Okay, so there's something for you to think about before you caulk, especially if it's cold outside. So while I'm waiting for that, what else am I going to do? Am I going to mess around and watch football, or am I going to go and install this three-way lighted switch? Oh, nice. A three-way switch, and it's lighted. I like that. And I'm going to install that in the garage. Every time I go out into the garage and it's dark out there, I go to reach for the switch, and I like can't see it for a little bit. I have to reach my hand all around for it. And I thought, nothing doing. I'm going to get a lighted switch installed in there. And initially, I got a regular single pole lighted switch. And then I thought, hey, this isn't going to work, because there was a light switch inside the house and one out in the garage. And both of them turned on the lights in the garage. Okay, I didn't check that out before I went to the store. So I was going to do this quite a few weeks ago, but now I went back to the store, I got this, and it's time to do that. So if you want to see me install a three-way switch and a lighted, or just a three-way switch, that's what this video is about, so stick around.